Call the regular city council meeting Wednesday, November 28, 2012 to order. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Alderman Putoff.
Here.
Mankiewicz.
Here.
Ferrari.
Here.
Waldorf. Here. Lukosius.
Here.
Perez.
Here.
Radke.
Here.
Mazak.
Here.
Mayor Harrell.
Here. Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do you have any cards for present or for public comment?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll go right to committee reports. Council and Finance, Alderman Putoff, Alderman Radke.
Just a few things that were discussed today at the Council Finance Committee meeting. The first item was the health insurance, and the city has received a number of potential bids. The Finance Committee has asked Human Resources to compile these together. We will meet again Monday, November 26th, which is this coming Monday at 4 p.m. to review all of those bids again. We'll come up with some options. The employees will be meeting on Friday. We will again meet with the City Council once we have those options. We also discussed in great detail the upcoming tax levy. The meeting is Monday. The Truth and Taxation meeting is Monday, December 3rd at 7 o'clock. One of the issues we talked about is the overall increase at where we had discussed last time was at about 15%. You remember now the City of Peru has a very small portion of the real estate tax bill. That 15% that we originally thought really comes to a small portion to the homeowners. We discussed a number of options, discussed also the library share of the tax levy. We had the director of the library and also a board member meeting with us today. And again, we're looking at ways where we can decrease this to the point. What we'd like to have that meeting Monday night, the Truth and Taxation, is to really give the residents an overall view of where we're at, where we're going in the future. Now remember, the majority of your taxes are really spent on pension requirements. You see this going on in the state of Illinois, where the state really hasn't picked up their big boy pants and done anything as far as helping out our local city with the pensions and the contributions for the future. We've done very well over several years with the City of Peru and giving additional dollars besides the tax levy for those required pensions. I think last year might have been $240,000 of additional funds to meet those unfunded pensions. All in all, we're looking at a decrease from that 15% to an overall of about 4.5% increase at this point. And remember, the majority of that goes to your share of, or the city's share of, pension requirements for the future. A small portion goes for the city band, a small portion goes for the recreation department, and then there's, I think, about $100,000 for the garbage fund. So again, the majority goes for pension requirements. Is there anything you wanted to add, Treasurer Hyla?
The only thing I will add is I think, as we stated in the meeting, the City of Peru has really done a lot of forward planning in this particular area. And I think that we're going to take the opportunity Monday night to basically show the residents of the community and the press what we've accomplished. And I think that everybody should be very proud of what they've done so far. And I think you're going to see the fruits of all our labors over the last couple of years in this particular area Monday night.
Yeah, the only thing I'd add is we did sit in the IML conference, and there was a lot of communities in the pension reform, and there was not very many of them that were in the position that we're in.
So again, is there any thoughts as far as the City Council in regards to the tax levy? Okay, and then we'll have an opportunity to review that on that Monday night. Really, that's all we had from the Accounts and Finance Committee meeting.
I
think you had a November 24th for a meeting date. It should be December 3rd, correct?
November 26th for the finance meeting. That will be Monday. It will be an additional meeting.
It'll be December 3rd.
Yeah, next Monday will be the 3rd.
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah, you're calling a special finance at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, December 3rd.
Right. Okay, we'll move on to Public Works. Alderman Waldorf, Alderman Lukosius.
Yes, Your Honor. The only thing we have in regard to electric is we just heard from S&L Electric that they should be done with the generator that they are repairing by the 1st of the year. So hopefully right after the 1st of the year, we'll get that put back in and get the hydro back to full swing. And the only other thing is that Electric Supervisor Putoff has informed me that after roughly a week, Jim, the regulator has been in and it's working fine. The lights are up to full power at the airport. So that's all we have for electric.
Chris, do you have anything under water?
No, sir.
Mike? I have no report at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll move on to Public Health and Safety. Alderman Ferrari, Alderman Perez.
The only thing I have, Your Honor, is under police is, last year we authorized Chief Burnaby to go out and order 3 new squad cars, and he was going to buy them throughout the year, and he did so, and it worked out real well, and came out of the drug fund, and he's asking to be able to do that again for 2013. It worked out so well. So if we don't have any questions, I'd like to have it on the agenda for Monday evening.
Are you getting some more cars with miles on them, Chief?
Yeah, we'd be replacing 3 cars that have well over 100,000 miles. Remember, we had to wait longer when they did the changeover of the years. So those 3 cars would be traded in. It'll be over the next probably 14 months. We stagger them out about every 4 or 5 months. We get rid of one.
Looks like your repair bills and everything start going up.
Well, yeah, if we keep them too long, and again, these 3 cars that will be going will be over 100,000, so we're not going to get a real good trade-in. If in the past, when we were on our regular cycle that we are trying to get back on, we were getting as much as $5,000 for a trade on the vehicle. When we keep them well over 100,000, we're getting anywhere between $500 and $700. There's over a $4,000 swing there. We also are on a Ford Motor Company program with warranties with our squad car. We have the regular warranties, and then because of the maintenance package that we put our cars through, we generally are getting warranties even for transmissions, alternators, and stuff like that up to 100,000 miles. After 100,000 miles, there is none. And the cars that we've kept, we've had to, over the years, you're putting transmissions, you're putting alternators in, and that sort of thing. So if we keep those cars to that amount of time, we're probably putting in $3,000 or $4,000 in maintenance we otherwise wouldn't have to put in, and we're also losing about $4,000 in trade. So it's we're in a position to do it, not buying these cars all at the same time. We spread them out, and they will not come out of any tax dollars. It'll come out of the drug and enforcement account. So that's worked out real well. We have a good fleet, and we want to maintain it.
Chief King, do you have anything? I have no report at this time, but I would like to bring up we all have concerns about the safety and welfare of our rental properties throughout the city. And as we know, all communities have dilapidated properties. What I'd like to bring the attention to the council, because it is our responsibility, we just need to keep on moving forward with protecting the welfare of the citizens of the city of Peru and the taxpayers, along with the people who rent the properties. Could we consider putting together an ordinance where property owners have to register their properties? I believe I've been doing some research on it and been finding some communities that actually register. They have their property owners register their properties, all their rental properties. I know it consists of a lot of work, but I think even if we start out with our multi-unit properties and then maybe work our way into the single unit, Peru, for the most part, is in pretty good shape. But we have property owners that don't live around the area. they may sell their properties, and over time, we may end up losing track of them. And I think it would be a great idea if we could consider putting an ordinance together where they have to register them. I have a copy here of some things and some numbers and fees, possible fees that we could look at, and they're pretty reasonable, giving property owners like a 30-day time frame. It would cost them maybe $20 to register their unit or their property, giving us the information that we need, their address. If they don't live in the area, say more than 25 miles out, we could ask that they have a property owner within the city, within the city of Peru or nearby in case there are some emergencies. If the multi-units, it'd be $20 to register it and then $10 per unit thereafter. So if it's a multi-unit and they have 2 or 3 units within that property, they pay that fee. It'd be good for like 4 years. If they don't register within the 30 days after the notice that they receive, then we boost it up to $50. I mean, I have a whole list here, and if maybe I could give the council a copy after the meeting and something that we could look into doing. I think that would be a great move forward.
Frank, you're already doing the vacant properties. They're supposed to come in and register, right? Want to look into that, what Alderman Perez is talking about?
Okay, great.
I think that was the plan. I mean, we wanted to start with the vacant ones first, and then eventually move towards something like this, right?
So if we have properties, say the multi-units, we'd be able to tell who those property owners are and get notice to them, correct? I mean, the property owners are pretty easy to locate, correct?
In most cases, we have. Now, I'm not going to say every single one, but in most cases, we have it as part of our utility billing, who the unit owners are.
Thank you.
I agree with what you're saying, Alderman, but there's a lot out there right now, including got a 25-page report on 1 Peru Street. There again, like Gary highlighted, the budget committee's been talking, these people don't have any money, so what do you do with them? We're going to have to either take them to court or we're going to have to put so much a year away in the budget to demolish these. I mean, this one here alone's probably going to cost another $75,000 just to knock it down.
Where's that at?
309 Peru Street.
I think it's important, too. That's a good point, Tony. But I also think it's important that, I won't name any addresses or anything like that, but if there's a multi-unit out there that's non-conforming and they end up selling that property to somebody else that's not quite familiar with all of the rules and our ordinances and that's in place, and he buys that property, I think it'd be great that the city gets notice if somebody sells one of those units, and that new owner has to come to the city to register that so they know what to expect. If it's non-conforming and there are some code violations, I think it's important that our code inspector, our building inspector goes there and lets him know, or the owner know, if they can, run 3 or 4 units out of there. And if not, then until they meet the code requirements and meet the ordinances, then they can do business. But I think that's what we need to go forward and do. So I'll give you a copy of this, Frank, after the meeting.
Anything else?
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Public Property Committee, Alderman Kewich, Alderman Mazak.
We had the bid openings for the mausoleum roof.
Sure do. We received 8 bids for the mausoleum roof repair. The first one is from J.L. Adler Roofing in Joliet. For a cost of $29,862. This is from R.A. Oldine Incorporated from Kewanee, Illinois, and the bid is $45,320. Now, this bid is from Metal Master Roof Master in McHenry, Illinois. Base bid of $52,859. Next one's from Messing Construction in Peoria, Illinois. This has multiple options. Looks like ranging from a low of $39,248 to a high of $63,816. McConaughey and Sons from Ottawa. $76,585. R.B. Crowther Company, Morris. $53,900. Northern Illinois Seamless Roofing, Mendoza. $28,875. And the last bid was in an unmarked envelope. And it's from H&S Contracting from Oglesby. $32,060.
Okay, I make a motion, we, receive them and, submit to the committee and, Superintendent Black for review.
A second.
Have a motion by Alderman Carey, second by Alderman Mazak, to receive the bids that we just opened and turn them over to Public Works Superintendent Black and the Public Works, or Public Property Committee for further review and recommendations. We'll have a roll call vote. Clerk call roll.
Alderman Putoff.
Aye.
Mankiewicz.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldorf.
Aye.
Lukosius.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mazak.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Also, Your Honor, I'd like to put on the agenda for Monday night a recommendation to accept the bid from Springfield Electric for the Little League Baseball to the total of $41,500. The money will be coming from $30,000 in donations and payments from the tower, $5,000 from the rec committee, or the board, sorry about that, not the committee, the board, And, the balance, 6,500 plus from the city. Like the,
Hank Coppin donation.
yeah, the Hank Coppin donation, the towers, and the Boys Little League donated 10,000. So that 30 plus 5 from the, rec committee board. Trying to get 5,000 out of you, Sherry. But anyway, that 35 plus the balance in kind from the city. Put that on the agenda for Monday.
Yes.
And that, you got anything else? That's all, Your Honor.
Okay, no reports from city attorney, ordinances, or resolutions? Any unfinished business?
I could just report on one thing. I've had a lot of questions about a couple of meetings ago. We had a council meeting. It was a longer council meeting that started with a closed session, and the video from that meeting is yet to be uploaded, and we're still working with our partners at Connecting Point to get the video uploaded, but we haven't had much success with it. But we still have some hope that it's going to work out, and we'll get it up on the website. So it hasn't been forgotten, and it isn't being ignored. We're still working on it.
Anything else? Let's see, we have, I think you have it in your packets. If you don't, you're supposed to. We have one last letter of interest for the library board. That makes 3 for the library. We have for the library that we previously had a Jennifer Barr and a Linda Hildebrand, and then we just received one Monday for Betty O'Donnell. And for the recreation board, there was letters mailed out today, and I'll be meeting with the candidates, which are those who put in letters of interest: Marcia Perez, Steve Michelini, and Simon Campworth. And everything's in the letter that will be coming to you. They were put in the mail today. So, library board's done. I'll be meeting with them. I think the letter is going to be Wednesday the 12th, and I'll be meeting with the recreation people that are interested in being on that board on next Monday the 3rd. So, no more letters for interest for a recreation board or a library board. But that was pretty good. We had 3 and 3, so that was pretty good turnout. That's all I have under unfinished business. Anybody else? New business.
Your Honor, Saturday, December 1st, is the annual Pearl Harbor program on the river. The committee brings it together. They line up at 11 a.m. Saturday morning in front of the Prue Rescue Station, and they'll march at 11:30 to the South Shore Boat Club, where they'll hold a short memorial service. And at 12:08, hopefully within a minute either way, there'll be a flyover by the TBM Avenger. And this year we're going to have the pleasure of having them flying in formation with the World War II Navy plane Wildcat and a Korean War airplane, the Bearcat, and a T-6 Trainer North American airplane. So it should be quite an interesting flyover. So if you have an opportunity to go down there, bring your kids. They'll certainly enjoy the air show. And I know that's followed by the Christmas parade up on 4th Street at 1:30. That's when Santa Claus comes to town. So see you down there.
Yeah, the holiday Christmas parade starts at the new test facilities, formerly H&B Cabinet, formerly the Coke plant, and it goes to the fire station.
Nice plug.
And isn't there a rumor that somebody's going to be in the Avenger that we know?
That's not a rumor.
That's the flyover, the TVM Avenger, is sponsored by the Prue CSO, and they held a raffle this year again. And the winner of the raffle happens to be present here tonight, Mike Radke.
Fix.
So he won, and then
He used the term loosely, I guess.
yeah, but we were also able to fill an extra seat in the Avenger, so we were able to take a World War II Navy veteran, Dick Wozniak. We're going to take him up. So all I can say, Mike, is bring your plastic bags with you.
No Santa Claus, just an elf.
So at 11 o'clock, Alderman K.
We line up at 11. We march at 11:30.
Okay.
make sure you get me on video, Bob.
Coming down, you mean?
Information.
Okay, proclamation, we have a proclamation.
All right. This is a proclamation for National Drunk and Drug Driving 3D Prevention Month. Whereas motor vehicle crashes killed 918 people in Illinois during 2011, and hundreds of those deaths involved a driver impaired by alcohol and/or drugs. And the December holiday season is traditionally one of the most deadly times of year for impaired driving, and for thousands of families across the state and the nation, holidays are a time to remember loved ones lost. And organizations across the state and nation are joined with the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over and other campaigns that foster public awareness of the dangers of impaired driving and anti-impaired driving law enforcement efforts. The City of Peru is proud to partner with the Illinois Department of Transportation Division of Traffic Safety and other traffic safety groups in that effort to make our roads and streets safer. Therefore, Mayor Scott J. Harrell, Mayor of the City of Peru, does hereby proclaim December 2012 as Drunk and Drug Driving Prevention Month in the City of Peru, and does hereby call upon all residents, all citizens, government agencies, business leaders, hospitals and healthcare providers, schools, public and private institutions to promote awareness of the impaired driving problem, to support programs and policies to reduce the incident of impaired driving, and to promote safer and healthier behaviors regarding the use of alcohol and other drugs this December holiday season and throughout the year.
Okay, do we have a motion to receive the proclamation and declare National Drunk and Drug Driving 3D Prevention Month for December 2012 in the City of Peru?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
A motion by Alderman Perez, second by Alderman Radke. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Petitions, communications?
I don't have any, Your Honor.
Public comment. Do we have any public comment?
Your Honor, I'd like to say that tomorrow I'll be writing a check to pay off the city debt because around 10 o'clock I'll be winning that lottery.
That will be in the permanent minutes, Alderman Perez, in the event that that happens.
Okay, there's no reason for any closed session that I know of. Okay, have a motion for adjournment.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Ferrari, second by Alderman Nankiewicz for adjournment. All in favor signify by aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion carried.